I'm sorry, that that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV.
MSNBC's reaction to the 2024 election loss was a spectacle. Blame, denial, and excuses. But Anna Kasparian wasn't having it. Watch her brutally take down Joy Reid's narrative in real-time. Watch as Joy Reid gets completely dismantled on live TV when she tries to defend the Democrats' disastrous campaign.
She ran a perfect campaign. She got Queen Latifah. What more could any candidate do? And then she added, she had every prominent celebrity, totally oblivious to the fact that nobody gives a goddamn about your stupid celebrities. You care about them because you're like, oh, celebrities, oh my God. You guys are so precious, right? But what does a guy who's a steel worker in Pennsylvania care about Queen Latifah or even Beyonce or whatever? So look, I don't mind the celebrity endorsements. Maybe they help around the edges. Maybe Taylor Swift got some younger voters in, although younger voters didn't show up to vote because they didn't get anything from the Democratic Party. They would have much preferred student debt relief than Queen Latifah or Beyonce, okay? But, and it's not to say that there aren't some racists that voted against her because she's black, and there is some misogynists and sexists who voted against her because she's a woman. Of course there are, right? But was that the driving force in this election? No, the fact that they didn't deliver and that they thought just getting a bunch of celebrities around themselves and having corporate CEOs sign a letter saying she's great and getting Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney to say how wonderful they were and raising $1 billion meant that you ran a perfect campaign. Those are not the ends, those are the means. And they're not even the correct means. But they can't see straight. To be fair, I was gonna say it at MSNBC, but I don't know if I'm over extrapolating, but when Joy Reid said the Queen Latifah line, it looked like Chris Hayes went like.
And I think it's important to say that, anyone who has experienced or been in the United States for any period of time and experienced this country's history and knows it cannot have believed that it would be easy to elect a woman president, let alone a woman of color. Let's just be clear. And nothing that was true yesterday about how flawlessly this campaign was run is not true now.
You're not allowed to say, Joy, what the hell are you talking about, right?
I mean, certainly.
She got more white votes. Kamala Harris got more white votes than Obama did. She lost the majority of Latino men. She lost 20% of black men. It was minorities. And it's not, and look, we never play that MSNBC game of blame the voters.
Right.
No, we're saying that you didn't deliver for those folks.
Exactly, yes.
And the reason young people didn't show up in the numbers that you expected and other folks didn't show up isn't because they're in a particular demographic. It's because they're normal human beings that care about their wages, that care about the debt that they have, they care about housing prices, etc. And when you look, in the beginning, Kamala Harris was running a good campaign. Not flawless, but good. She was talking about housing prices. She was talking about price gouging. She picked Tim Walz. People really liked that. She surged. She was up 5-6 points in the polls. By the end, she was tied in the polls. And as I told you a million times, if you're tied in a national poll, and a Democrat, you can't win the Electoral College. And that's exactly what happened. Biden shouldn't have done that, and we agree 100%. And there's misogyny in the world, of course, for all of the different factors that went into it. They're all making giant excuses for Democratic leadership because MSNBC does propaganda. These are the same people who told you that Joe Biden was young and dynamic and had no problems at all. And they said, we meet with him behind the scenes and he'll talk for 3 hours and be the most, and then he goes on and debates, says, we're gonna defeat Medicare, right? So they're literally lying on purpose. And here they are, they're running interference for Democratic politicians so you don't blame the person who actually ran the campaign and the consultants and the lobbyists who ran those campaigns because they're best friends with the people that work at MSNBC.
What are your thoughts on this? Drop down in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more.